What is up, guys? Today we're on another video, and today we're back for another Minecraft snapshot for the 1.17 Caves and Cliffs update. And I haven't made one of these videos in a few weeks, and it's not because there hasn't been a snapshot, it's because the snapshots haven't been that big. They've been all pretty small, but with enough small ones, I can make a big video about all of them. So yeah, we're gonna go into this stuff. So even though it's been like, I think 4 weeks, or it's not 3, I don't know, I can't tell. They did do a week off where they didn't do one, and basically there's a lot of small little features, nothing really too big, but there are a few cool things since last time. Now, let's begin with this week specifically snapshot, and this week adds a new feature for when you're waxing the copper blocks, and you can do that with honeycombs and axes. So, if I right click this block here with the honeycomb, you'll see it has this particle, and now if I middle click, it is now waxed. Unlike this one is just a normal block. And yet again, you don't see a difference, and the rain is very annoying. There we go. That'll work. The rain is, yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, this block right here is the waxed, while this one's the normal. But if I have it back to the normal, so now they're all normal, and I wax it, and then I don't want it to be waxed anymore, I can just grab an axe, and you don't have to use netherite axe, any axe, and then you can right click with the axe and scrape it off, and then now if I middle click it, it's back to block of copper. So there is some new cool effects like the yellow thingy and scraping it off, and when you scrape it, it will do some durability to your axe if you're not in creative mode. But another thing there is now is if you actually, on the oxidized, there is no waxed version of the oxidized because it's the last version, so there's really no way, there's no point of keeping it in its way because it already will stay in its way unless you wax it sooner. Or a new way you can get the old things without waxing them straight away is to make a farm or something that just gives you these blocks, and then as long as you have the iron axe, if you right click on the blocks, it will actually slowly revert it. So you see I right clicked it there, it went back to the stage before. Right click it again, it's going a little sooner, and then back to the normal full copper. So I can do this to all the blocks, and it really is a fast way to restore buildings that you might have made in copper. And yeah, so it's not like a whole thing where you have to commit to it being blue forever. You can just quickly go and build some scaffolding and then quickly make it all back to the normal. Now, another quick thing with the copper was with the lightning rod, it can now be waterlogged, which means it can be in underwater and stuff. But the main thing that they added for it in this new update here is that you can now actually use lightning as well to revert the copper. So if I summon a lightning bolt / summon lightning bolt, you'll see it struck it, and the blocks closest to it have started to revert a little bit back to their older stages. As you can see, this one's the one underneath is always the one that gets the most pressure kind of out of what happens, and it just kind of spreads randomly. So if I do it again, then yeah, this other one turned, these other ones are turning, and eventually they're all gonna end up turning into they're all going to end up turning into, well, I broke this thing. They're all going to end up turning into the copper eventually, but yeah, it's an easy way if you if you want your building naturally to come back when it wants to, then as long as you have lightning and stuff coming on, then and lightning rod, then you can just have it being restored like that. But if you really just want to do it quick, just right click it, it's a lot quicker. But yeah, that is mostly it for the copper updates in this snapshot. But next, there is more big stuff. But this update is for caves and cliffs, so we're going to have to go inside a cave. The cliffs haven't come yet. Maybe those will be the next snapshot. But we're going to go inside the cave. And this is actually a new type of tree. It's an azalea tree. As you can see, the leaves are actually new. There's azalea leaves and flowering azalea leaves. Now, I talked about these earlier in the other video I did for Lush Caves, but these ones are now actually able to generate in the world, including with the Lush Caves. Now, you do need to do some editing your world to make it so it's only the one biome underneath the ground, which makes the rest of the world kind of bland, but it's the way if you want to access it. And these trees have a really cool design to them, and the logs, there is no new log, it's using the same old. I hope maybe they'll add a new log eventually, because that would be cool to get some new wood. But until then, we're just gonna have these kind of trees with the new leaves and the logs. Now, if we go underneath, you'll actually see underneath, if you find one of these trees in the normal world, then you should dig down. If you want to find a lush cave, then you find one of these trees, dig down, and you'll find some more of the rooted dirt, which is different from like the normal, can't even find any normal, it's all rooted down here. But the rooted dirt, which means you're getting closer to a lush cave. So if you mine down like directly around it or underneath it, I should have mined underneath it because that's where the actual cave is. But yeah, eventually if you keep mining down, you should be able to find the actual lush cave. And now they have updated them since like the thing at Minecon, and this is what the lush caves are going to look like. They're not always going to be this big because, you know, they can vary in size, but this is basically like an example of how big they're going to be and how big they could be. And you can see it has all the different blocks, like it has the drip leaf, the glow berries, the small drip leaf, which is actually now easier to place. See, you don't have to like, I don't have to make a big deal out of it. It's just easy to place now. And there's also a new thing I actually figured out that's actually a fun thing you can do is with the big drip leaf, you can actually just do some drip leaf parkour. I mean, not like that, but like, oh, come on. Like, oh, really? Yeah, the only thing you can stand on it for a bit, so, that's kind of how it works. But yeah, this could be used for something, I don't know, I mean, maybe like a parkour map. They're definitely going to be using this for parkour maps because it's like a timed block that you can only stand on for a bit. But enough about this block because it hasn't really had any changes at all. What we're going to be talking about, other stuff that's new, is down here. So I have a little setup area right down here, and this is the ores. Now, we did talk about the ores changing their textures last week, but now they also have in the thing. Did we just get a thunder on the lightning rod? I think we just got, okay, we're gonna check in a bit to see if that lightning rod actually got struck, because we might have just had an actual lightning actually just struck, whatever, we'll see later. But yeah, now with the Grimstone, which has actually been renamed to Deep Slate, it has been renamed now. Now you can actually have variants of the ores. So you can have the gold ore. Oh my goodness, there's a lot. Is there a thunderstorm going up there? You have the gold ore, which they've changed the textures a little bit more. Then you also have the Deep Slate gold ore, same with iron, the coal, and redstone, and the diamonds, which haven't changed their textures that much. They're a little shinier, which is nice. But the thing is, these can all generate, and under a certain level, as you can see like here, the Deep Slate is starting to come up here, but like above here, it's more than regular stone. So at like a certain level, like past like I think 0 it is around, then you will be in like an area where it's like mostly just the Deep Slate. And they added a new sound for it, it's nice. And yeah, I don't know why I like the sounds of Minecraft, they're just really nice. But these are the blocks that you can find, of course, above 0, and then these are the blocks you'll find below 0. Now, you also can find copper, lapis, and emeralds above 0, but in a natural world, there will not be copper, lapis, or emerald underneath 0. So technically, the Deep Slate for each of these is actually not going to be able to be found in a world. You can only get these in creative, and the reason they added them is just for people who want to like make maps or something, just to make sure that all the ores had a version. So yeah, but these ones are not going to be able to be found in the real world at all, and you'll only be able to get these in like creative or with commands, but that's cheating. So you're not going to get these in survival multi-worlds. Now, the next thing is something that was actually the other video, but I forgot to really talk about it. I mentioned it at the end, and that is that, wait, which hole was it? Okay, here. Is that the world height of the world height has been upgraded to 64 blocks higher, and the low height has been increased 64 blocks lower. So now I'm gonna head all the way down to bedrock. This is now where bedrock is. And if we can go up, I'm pretty sure if we can get all the way down, there actually is now, that's all the way down to bedrock from there. And it's pretty far down, and we are already at, where are we at? Yeah, we're already at -1 right here. So it goes down for another 64 blocks. So you can now build and dig a lot deeper. And the world height is now going up 64 more blocks, and we're about to see that here. Get ready for some insane numbers. Let's go. Water elevator to the world height, and just look at this insanity. it's night and it's raining. Did it get struck by lightning? It did! It got struck. Oh, wait. No, it didn't because there's no lightning rod. Unless it actually just got struck by whatever. We'll see in a sec. But yeah, this is now going to the world height, and we are just gonna keep going. It's going for a while. The world height is now super tall, and like even if we're in the like it's snowing. We're so high that it's snowing in a plains biome, and now like here I'm just gonna get rid of the weather. I don't know why the weather really loves to go crazy on this world, but here weather clear. Hopefully that means snow too. It does. Nice. Also time set day because can't see anything. There we go. So now you can see all the way down there. That's just the normal world. And this is now the build height, at least, for building. So see if I place, the building limit is now 320 blocks. And now this is the way all the way to bedrock. So we're going to fall how many blocks? Like 320 blocks right now. So we are falling all the way to bedrock. So that is actually how long it will take now for you to just free fall all the way to there. So if you like that, then yay. But you can now build higher things, and you can also build stuff lower if you want a lower basement or something. But yeah, that is basically it for this snapshot. Like that much, but I still wanted to make a video before there was another big one, so I could just make that a whole separate video. And if we can head back up to the surface, before I end, I just quickly want to see if it actually got struck somehow, even though I think the lightning rod was broken, because I think I broke it earlier. Oh, by the way, that was the water elevator we just went up. Alright, so it just kind of blew. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I did this, but, I mean, I could have. I don't know. The lightning rod's not here, so I don't think anything happened, but we got just coincidence. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't, and leave a like, and stay tuned for next Minecraft snapshot video. And yeah, subscribe. See you next time. Bye.